Because of the prevalence of battery-operated technology like our smartphones, power banks have gained enormous popularity. These tiny electrical attachments pack a powerful punch and are frequently required since certain batteries are simply not powerful enough to last all day without needing to be recharged. A power bank can charge just about any electronic device that has a rechargeable battery. Devices that normally use a USB charger can be charged with a power bank. But how are these portable chargers, or what we like power banks, created in the first place? This is the mystery that we aim to solve in today's video. Before we move on to the manufacturing process of power banks, let me just give you a little background information. For those who do not know, a power bank is a wireless battery that can receive and produce charge. However, for a power bank to work, it must first be charged to store energy. An adapter cable provided with a power bank is used to charge it with a wall outlet. Once the indicator light on the power bank shows the accessory is charged, it can be used to charge other electronic devices. The energy stored in a power bank is then transferred through a charging cable from the USB port to the target device. Now that you know all the basics about it, let's move on to the industrial manufacturing of power banks. Making a power bank is relatively simpler than you might think, and all it needs is a few basic electronic components like circuit boards and wires along with a lithium-ion battery. All these things are easily obtainable from anywhere, and most factories manufacture them in-house. Once you have all the materials, the factory can finally start assembling everything. The first step is attaching terminals to the positive and negative ends of the lithium-ion battery using soldering. Next, the circuit board is assembled. The process is also called the printed circuit board assembly, or PCBA for short, and it involves soldering the electric components onto the circuit board, which is also the brain of the power bank. In the third step, the batteries are soldered to the circuit board by the terminals. The newly conjoined circuit boards and batteries are then sent down the conveyor belt for the next step, in which a DC power tester is used to determine the current and voltage of the power banks. The power bank is tested through the USB and USB Mini ports on the circuit board. Once the power bank passes this test, the battery and circuit board are encased in protective housing made of aluminum or ABS plastic. This ensures that the device does not catch fire under normal circumstances. CT100 testers are then used to check the electrical connection in the power bank. The chargers are checked to make sure they can receive and produce a charge. A burn-in test is performed to monitor the battery capacity of the newly produced power banks. Hundreds of power banks are charged at once for several hours. If the power banks survive the vigorous charging without heating up or presenting any other problems, they are clearly fit for use. Afterwards, labeling and design are added to the power banks using screen printing, pad printing, and laser engraving. This makes the power bank an official product of a company. The devices are given one final visual inspection before they are packaged and shipped to the destination. Your new power bank is now ready to be used. And there you have it. This simple process allows large quantities of power banks to be made at once for a lower cost. You now know how your power bank came to be one of the most important tech accessories. But remember, not all power banks are created equal, especially when it comes to price. Some power banks are more expensive than others because of how they are made and their charging capacity. Higher quality power banks are more expensive because they last longer, have a more powerful battery, and are made with high quality materials. A more budget-friendly power bank will still charge your battery, but it may be smaller or not hold a charge as long. And although the process of manufacturing power banks we have shown in this video is very efficient, the average working life of a power bank is only between 200 and 1,000 cycles. A cycle is one charge of the device, either partially or fully. The average lithium-ion battery inside power banks will start to lose its capacity after so many charging cycles. Larger battery banks require fewer charging cycles, so they will last longer than smaller power banks. But there is no guarantee to how long your power bank will last, albeit reducing how often you use your power bank can make it last longer. Nonetheless, power banks will always be a necessity because they provide the energy to our phones, laptops, and tablets needed each day. Through their simple manufacturing process and their capacity to charge a variety of devices, power banks are the ultimate tech accessory. This brings us to the end of this video. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing and sharing so we can keep bringing more content like this. Also, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you next time!